Is it time for
It is time for artist segment.
Artist Corner? Artist Corner. Artist Corner. The corner with all the artists. Come on, everybody. You are welcome. Every doggone week, you got to try to add something to the end.
You just need a little razzle dazzle.
No, it doesn't. Okay, continue.
Okay, you sick of me? Here you go.
I could never be sick of you.
Let's bring Woodell out, because I think you need a partner, because she's sick of me, you all.
He said, stop it.
Wow.
Every week is something different. But that's part of the uniqueness of it.
I
just part of it.
try my best.
We'll just keep
in my head.
Listen, we'll just keep trying.
You know how
that works. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep trying.
You know how they'd be like, your intrusive thoughts one. That's how it be for me. It'd be like, I'm really Kermit. It'd be like, don't do it. And then my other stuff on the side be like, do it. It'd be like, don't do it. Do it. Do it.
We'll just keep searching. We'll just keep searching till we find the right ending. We'll just keep trying.
If y'all out there, you beat makers and you all this, listen, we need segments. We doing an intro song. We working on an intro song. So just, send us the beats. You know where to find us. This week on Artist Corner, we good over there? You fine? So I've seen this question posed to myself, posed online a lot, individuals, whatever. What makes you a writer? And I would beg to say that if you write consistently, you're a writer, right? So get it right. Da, da, da. If you, if you now, granted, there are various forms to writing.
I would like to take away your imaginary drum set immediately.
You'll never. It's in here, and you'll never take away what's in here. She'll never get rid of it. And now, it's going to show away.
I wanted to take it from you. Your air drum.
Why do you want to take my... Why you hate them?
I don't hate them, but...
What they do to you? Drop in the comments below if you like my ear drums or not. Do you want them to be taken away? Or do you want me to continue? Because I feel like the air drums, which she's calling them air drums, they're real drums. Okay? They exist. So I will not allow you to diminish the light of my drums.
They're beating in my heart.
I beat to the sound of my own band. My own drum. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know who I am. Last episode we talked about this, okay? If you don't get it, then listen to the last episode, okay? Because I am who I am.
Your air drums.
I know you do.
Sometimes I love your air drums. Sometimes I don't, but I don't have to like them every time.
Anywho, you can be a script writer, you can be, scripts for music videos, you can be an author, write a novelist. Even within that aspect, there are forums, nonfiction, fiction, autobiography, all these kind of things, right? I think the most important thing is understanding as whatever kind of medium in your artistry, you're doing it consistently. I would push you and encourage you to do it every day if you can, because practice does make perfect, essentially. Perfect progress. I love that, because perfection does not exist. Progression over perfection, because perfection does not exist. But writing really is about it's like any other artistry, right? You're doing it. You just need to do it. There's a statistic, something around, they say like 83% of the population could write a book. Like they have a book in them, something that they can present to the world in the form of a book. But only 5% of the population will actually do it.
Wow.
It's diligence, right? We've talked about this. It's commitment. It is discipline. It's you really sitting down, feeling your feelings. Again, if you haven't listened, we talked about this in the Artist Corner a couple of episodes ago. Learning from your experiences and jotting them down. Now, for some people, I will say things that I have seen and encountered. They're just like, well, I'm not a formal writer. I didn't study English. I didn't study this. I don't know this. Back in the day, you had APA. You had all these kind of like things that made people feel like they couldn't write. But I want to encourage y'all because there was a young woman, going back to Mara Brock Akil, on a show called Girlfriends, and her name was Maya, and she wrote a book called...
She did.
Oh, hell yes. And she wrote from her experience.
She did.
In her language, and it reached the people that she needed to reach. Now, yes, you may say she was fictional, but she does exist, because if you've ever read any of Ayana's... Ayana, what's her last name? Ayana?
Vance.
I don't think it's Van Zant's works. Similar. A little bit. Okay. If you've ever read a little bit of a Terry McMillan book, similar. And blew up. I'm talking about household name in the Black community. If you've got a mother who is 65 or younger, they got a Terry McMillan book somewhere in that house. Or they had one and they gave it away or passed it along. So you don't have to be formally or classically trained.
You don't. Actually, that ends up landing more authentically because it's simpler. It's something for the common man, the common people.
Which lands, and it lends itself, again, this reoccurring theme of authenticity. Every writer has a voice, and it is your responsibility to write from that voice.
That's good.
Don't try to mimic or do what you think. This is why, you know what I'm saying, you had people, housewives, blowing up on fictional things that are now worth $1 billion, you know, $1 billion industry, because they wrote from that voice what was inside of them, what they were imagining, what they were thinking. So if you feel like it's self-help, whatever you feel like it is, it could be journals, poetry. People think poetry is a lost art.
It's really not.
It's really not. There is market for poetry. Let me tell you.
There's some poetry pages that got millions of followers because people enjoy still seeing the written word. Some
of my favorite, funny enough, I have a book. I guess it's past the. I mean, you can't get arrested for keeping a library book. I didn't keep it on purpose, but one of my favorite books is a book. I didn't steal it. I forgot I had it, and it's been many, many, many years. But it's a book of poetry from some of what would be considered the greats, and that's one of my favorite books. Like, I still be reading those poems. So whatever it is, and I think I brought up poetry because I feel like somebody needs to hear this. Poetry is not a lost art.
It's not.
It's really not. If poems are what are on the inside of you, if you really honestly think about it, there are a lot of people currently who are musical artists who say that they're poets.
Yeah, they started as poets and then evolved into the poems evolved into songs.
Which they kind of linger, yeah. Which also, I guess that makes sense why I like poetry and I write poetry. You know, I don't make music, but I really love music. I have an affinity for it. So, yes. But that's for the poets out there. Back to our regularly scheduled program. When you are writing, just write. Like like I said, try to do it every day. That is what's going to make you that. label. You know, like, you don't have to be this like world renowned published author to consider yourself writer.
You don't.
You know, like, and this is coming from a place of where I had to kind of resolve within myself, coming from someone who had continuously published works, journalism, doing all these kind of things, submitting things, to now working out ideas and writing things that I have yet to submit to things, but still like, am I still a writer? Because I haven't submitted this to anything. Nobody's seen this work yet. What does this mean?
If a tree falls in the forest
and nobody's around,
does it make a
to
sound?
hear it? Does it make a sound?
I believe it does.
Absolutely. Just because nobody's around to hear your sound doesn't mean that you didn't make a sound. Doesn't mean that you didn't make, or even if there are not a lot of people around, the small impact that it could have on people. Blogs, some people try to act like don't matter, but for some people blogs help. It's like an open journal, an open diary. Like, they feel community. Again, it's another way to feel seen. It's another medium of artistry. So I just wanted to let you know that if you are writing consistently and you are now, I will encourage you to put out your work in whatever way that you can. Because if you consider yourself a writer, there's a difference between just journaling for yourself personally, you document, and being a writer. If you consider yourself a writer, then your art is meant to reach somebody. So, and you need to put it out.
Yeah. Love that.
Yep. That's all I have for Artist Corner.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah.